Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Caradonna's Master Series. Today, we'll be traveling to the beautiful island of Bonaire, which is one of the top dive destinations in the world. And our presenter is Hagen, and he is the operations manager for Toucan Diving Bonaire, which is located at Plaza Beach Dive Resort, Bonaire. There's a lot of new and interesting things for us to go over with Hagen. And so we're going to start the presentation with the video, and then we will go into the presentation with Hagen, followed at the end with a question and answer session by our VP, Cami Akins. So are we going to go with the video first?
No, we're gonna do a little chit chat and then I think.
All right. Okay, then go ahead, Hagen. Thank you.
So yeah, it's okay. Well, thank you very much for letting me come on board. It's very, very nice to be part of all of this little presentation. And I'm really excited to show you all what's actually now going on. So the picture you can see in front of me, that's me coming out of the water. As it happens, I was diving this morning and we had some eagle rays out on our dive, which was absolutely fantastic. So a lot of people always talk about Bonaire and where Bonaire is. And most of us know that we are part of the ABC Islands and we are all the way down in the lower part of the Caribbean, which is about 60 miles north of Venezuela, which puts us just outside of the hurricane belt. For a lot of the Bonaire regular dive travelers, this is all no news. This is all old hat. But there's a lot of people out there that have never visited Bonaire. That's on their bucket list, and they really want to know what's going on with how to get to the island. Well, that's quite nice and easy nowadays. It's straight direct flights from Miami, Atlanta, Houston, and Newark. There is American, Delta, and United that fly down. The trip's pretty quite nice. It's ranging from 3 hours or up to about 4 hours, maybe a little bit more depending on what's happening. But it's a nice, easy little flight down to us. Our weather conditions, pretty much year round. We have water temperatures of anywhere between 80 and 82, maybe a little bit warmer sometimes. That's Fahrenheit, and then the air temperature is running around 85, 87. Again, that might be also a little bit higher, depending on our wind conditions. We had a little storm a few days ago. It was south of San Juan, so it wasn't actually affecting us in so much that it was with San Juan, but certainly we had very, very little wind down here on Bonaire. So our temperatures were starting to rise. That, of course, means that the sea conditions become even flatter, and we also get to do little things like kayaking or stand-up paddleboarding around the place, or we also get to see some unbelievable sunsets, which we do have a lot of down here at Plaza Beach, because we are located right on the shoreline. So that's also quite nice. So part of this whole presentation that I've got going here is a little bit of slides, but also we have 3 little videos that I want to show you. One of them is going to come up right after this slide. It's just a little bit of a day in what can be done here at Plaza Beach and also Toucan Diving. So I'm going to let the guys throw that video straight out. It encapsulates quite nicely what you can expect here at Plaza.
That was beautiful.
So yeah, that's a start of what we're doing. So that's basically what we're going to be looking at when you come down to Bonaire and dive, and that's how we like to start a day, sitting on the balcony. So we're looking at right now a grand suite room with the ocean view, and that is the color of the ocean that you can see out there.
I think
Now,
we have to share screen again.
Oh, thank you. So,
That's okay. We don't mind looking at you, Hagen.
let me see what we got going on here. Let me see what we're doing again. Back here, wrong one. I'm more into the diving part of things, so that's computer wising. I think I'm sharing. Bring that back down again, and are we there now? I think we're on, yes? Can you see what I've got going?
Not quite yet.
Hang on, I know what I've done.
Okay. We did this so seamlessly yesterday, so it's always the case, right?
Hey, let me, hang on. We had it all perfect the other day. Yeah, I'm just trying to get to it. Right.
So while Hagen is doing that, I can just say that he's told us that he's seen some amazing things recently with some of the less impact of divers in the area. There's a lot more fish life and a lot of shark spotting. And so we can't wait to hear that. Okay, here we go. We're almost there. Thank you.
This is not my forte. Okay, so here we go. Let's get back to this little presentation. So Grand Suite lagoon side or ocean view. So the video that we just looked at was a Grand Suite ocean view, and the color of the water that you see there in the top right picture is as it really is every single day. It's absolutely amazing. They're beautifully laid out Grand Suites, very nice large bathrooms, shower area, as well as the bath tub itself, and perfect for either families or just a couple. And we also have a junior suite, lagoon side and ocean side or poolside rooms. We have 126 suites in total, and beautifully laid out. Very happy with them. A lot of people say that they are some of the largest rooms that they've ever seen. So that's beautiful. So changes that we've done here at Plaza, the first major change that a lot of people have noticed is that we have an unbelievable magna swimming pool. It is the largest swimming pool on Bonaire now. It's a beautiful place to relax after you've been out there diving. And we also have a very nice cocktail bar called the Palm Bar. So we put a lot more palm trees around the pool area. A lot more cabanas. You can just relax. There's music piped all the way around the swimming pool, and it's absolutely fantastic. We also have a little kitchen behind the Palm Bar, so we are also producing some very nice food. You saw in the video sushi, and we do all sorts of other little specials on a daily basis. So you can get yourself a very nice grilled wahoo sandwich, or salad, or nice burger and fries, and so on and so forth. The Palm Bars, a few more pictures of the Palm Bar. Lots of lovely seating areas, cushions, lovely just to relax and just kick back and watch those sunset go down. We have a lot of live entertainment happening around the bar area. I think it's running it now 3 times a week now, so it's really nice. And you can hook up with all your friends there. It's absolutely lovely to be hanging out by the Palm Bar. The Plaza has a restaurant called the Tipsy Seagull Restaurant. It's located at the southerly end of the resort itself. We can put tables down onto the beach so that couples can really enjoy a nice feet in the sand evening meal. You can also be sitting right along the shoreline watching the sunsets going down, and if there are groups of divers, they like to sit together, and we can do that here, even though we have this thing that goes around called COVID. We try and forget about it down here on Bonaire. We do have sanitizing units around the place, and we do like to keep a little bit of distance with everybody, but as groups travel with themselves as groups, we also like to keep them all together as well. So we've now got another little video coming up. It's more of a artistic view of how the plaza will eventually all come together, and we're looking at probably around 2023, most of the big buildings and renovations and so on and so forth will all be completed. So this is lovely.
encontraron, muchachos?
Bajo la luna.
Wow, just amazing.
Yes.
Really. So you're going to go ahead and take us into the dive section now. So
I'm going to see if I get this right. I think I'm getting better at this.
But the pool is already open now, so
The pool is already open, yeah.
yeah, so people can certainly enjoy that. But the property just looks incredible, Hagen. I know a lot of us love Plaza, so we can't wait to get down there and see it.
Oh, it really is amazing, and people really do love just hanging out by the pool and just enjoying what's going on over there. And the food, I have to honestly say, the food is really delicious. You know, you're getting some really nice fresh fish and nice burgers. You know, so a lot of people know me from the past from restaurants and so. So I do like my food, and I try and encourage the chefs down there to bring out some lovely stuff. So anyway, we have our diving team going on here. I think I've figured out the sharing business now as well. So there's a lot of old faces from the past that people might just recognize. We are a small team, and we are slowly growing, which is very nice. We're a very personable team. We like to get to know our customers' names, so that we can greet them in the morning with "Good morning, John. How are you doing?" or "Nancy," or so forth. I think it's very nice to be a little bit professional, but also personable. We have a nice retail shop. It is stocked up with lots of lovely goodies, especially reef safe sunscreen, and we also have things like all natural mosquito repellent, which a lot of people get themselves concerned about down here. But we also have a lot of nice souvenir gifts that people like to take away. And of course, there's always going to be a good conversation in the dive shop. And we also try to give out a lot of very good advice as to how to dive Bonaire from the shore. And we also ask people's ability. We're not all professional divers, so we understand that there are novice divers who come down to the island for the very first time. And they would like to try to get out there. Either they rent a pickup truck or they rent a golf cart, and they throw their equipment into the back of a golf cart and drive down the coast and do a very nice, easy shore dive. We do encourage it. We also will also do private guided dives down along the shore or up in the north area where it's a little bit more challenging. So we can do all these lovely experiences for people here on the island when they come down to us. Of course, there is the boat diving. We still have our 3 island hoppers that will take 10 divers. We have had to drop down our numbers of people on the boats. The harbor master is insisting 50% capacity. So although I'm down to 10, I'm registered for 24 people. So I kind of play the game a little bit, and we still get away with 10 people. So it's nice and comfortable. And it's not too crowded. So we have the green flash, the blue moon, and the purple rain, as people do remember them by. And they are very nice island hopper style boats. We also have a brand new boat that we've just taken charge of. It's ideal for groups of up to 20 divers. Sometimes that sounds a lot of divers all at the same time. But we have always 2 dive masters on the boat that will go with the group, and we also have the boat captain who stays with the boat. It is wheelchair accessible. I don't know if you can see on the top right-hand side of the picture, there is a ramp or a drawbridge, if you want to call it, where you can actually have disabled divers come onto the boat, and we can get them diving as well. We have 2 nice outboard Mercury engines. They're 2 300 horsepower, so we're generating 600 horsepower with this boat. We cruise quite nicely at 16 knots. So we are traveling from Plaza Resort, and we'll do about 7 nautical miles, and it'll take us about 30 minutes to get there. So up 7 nautical miles pushes up past 1,000 steps, all the way up to the northerly dive site called Carpata, which is a favorite for a lot of people. So we can get up there before any of the other dive boats do. We also have a sport fishing boat. So we're not just all about diving and lying by the pool, reading a book and listening to the music, but we also do a little bit of sport fishing as well. So that's the Mamadou And as it happens, tomorrow morning, I will be taking 5 customers out, and we will do a little sport fishing tomorrow. Maybe we'll catch some wahoo, tuna, or mahi, and we'll put that onto the menu for the customers. We do have a house reef. It's called 18 Palms. And the story behind the naming of that dive site was originally Plaza Resort only had 18 palm trees along its shoreline. And the mooring line was put exactly opposite the 18th palm tree. We have a lot more than 18 palm trees now, but you can see very clearly we have the beautiful beach. It is running right along at the same level as the water edge. So you don't have to go down any steps, so you can walk straight in to the ocean. We have a little bit of a breakwater, so we can prevent some of those ripply waves coming in. We have a lovely, lovely house reef. You can access it at the moment just from the 2 spots, but eventually you'll be able to access it from 3 spots. So in the south by the Tipsy Seagull, the middle, which is where we are also creating a dive station on the beach where you can store all your equipment and you can rinse everything off and shower and all, and so on and so forth. And then there will also be another fixed dock that used to be a floating dock. It'll be a fixed dock, makes it nice and easy for people to jump in onto our house reef. People who dive the house reef very often say it's probably one of the nicest house reefs that they've ever seen. It's very diverse. A lot of amazing creatures are to be found on that particular reef. And you will also see we are doing a lot of coral restoration along with the foundation. They are helping us here on the island to regenerate our house reef to become an even nicer house reef than ever before. So that's really nice, 18th Palm dive site. We, of course, do offer the unlimited shore diving, and we do encourage divers to get out there diving. We have dive tanks located in various spots, as a lot of people know. And then, like I mentioned before, we are developing a really nice station right on the beach. We have a lot of nitrox tanks as well as air tanks, and we are probably one of the only ones here, dive shops that do not charge any extra for the nitrox. And I think we're going to keep it going like that. I think it's a very nice way of offering a great service for our divers. Our rental equipment, we keep it very up to date. We have Cressy Shorty wetsuits, and typically it's 3 mil. You don't really need anything thicker than that. And we have Tusa BCDs, and we also have Cressy regulators, and we keep them well serviced and well looked after. And we try and do our very best to keep people diving as much as we can. We also have Sunto computers, dive computers. So if you want to leave all of that stuff behind, you can certainly rent dive equipment from us. That's not a problem either. So we're going to show you one last video. We had a very nice gentleman. He came down, stayed with us for a whole month. His name was Matthew, and he put together this beautiful video. And it shows a lot of diversity that you can actually find here on Bonaire. So we're going to show you this one.
Wow, just beautiful. All righty, Cami is going to join us for our question and answer session. So go ahead,
Right.
Cam.
Hi, Cami.
Hey, Hagen.
Hi.
Did Matt sneak in some video from somewhere else on that? That was all dolphins, sharks, spotted eagle rays, all of that.
All of that.
That is incredible.
Yeah.
Very good stuff. The changes just look amazing. Like Elisa mentioned, we've had a lot of nice posts that the rooms look great. The pool area is just, it's stunning. That is such a transformation. Everybody is very excited about all the new things that are happening. So I guess really, can you give us just a little quick timeline? The pool, of course, is done. When will these other changes, I think you mentioned that quickly, but.
Yeah, well, the pool is done. It's really, really awesome. We are still working away with the dive station on the beach, which is right next to the pool, and that will have air tanks and nitrox tanks. There'll be a nitrox analyzer right there on the beach at the station. There is somewhere to store the wheelbarrows, rinse tanks. There'll be seating area, and there's a shaded area as well. And there's also going to be a very nice, I call it like a walk-through shower area. So that's going to be really awesome. That should be finished in the next month. I'm hoping that we're waiting for some wood to be delivered. Obviously, there's deliveries need to happen. So that should be finished by next month. Then we're still working on a new front desk, as you saw, the new restaurant. There's the new dive shop that's all coming together. We're hoping to finish that part of it by either January or April, somewhere between that sort of area. Again, it's all about deliveries of materials. Then it moves on. They are putting in a spa wellness feature. There's also going to be a brand new fitness area, and we are also building a brand new casino. So Plaza does have a casino at the moment, and people do love attending that one, going down and trying their luck. And we are going to be putting in a brand new one. So I think that's going to be finished probably around 2023 sort of time frame. So it's all going to be done in various sections. What's also very nice about it is it doesn't interfere with the vacation. You're not really aware of all this renovation or new build that's going on, because the property is so large that you jump on the boat and you go out, and then you hang out by the pool bar, and you're still not aware of what's going on, which is absolutely fantastic.
Wow. So the casino is open right now, but there will be a new, brand new one down
absolutely. Yeah, the casino is up and running. They have a few restrictions, of course, because of the COVID rules and so, but they are up and running, and it has been well attended, and it's a lot of fun.
Awesome. So other questions we had, and you kind of touched on it at the beginning when you showed the map, outside of the hurricane belt, of course, which is a really big thing that people are looking for, especially with all these active hurricanes we have at the moment. Is there a best time of year that you would say, and water temperatures?
There is not really. Typically around this sort of time, August, September, the wind starts to go a little bit lighter, and that is because of the systems a little bit further up in the north of the Caribbean. Getting closer to November, December time, there's a chance of having a little bit more rain. But I mean, it rained last night. I think within half an hour it was all over, and that was the end of that. So we don't see rainfall during the daytime. It'll happen the first thing in the morning. It cleans the air, and then we can get on with our wonderful day of sunshine. The water temperature, again, does not vary too much. Maybe around January time, February time, yeah, you might want to put maybe a longer wetsuit on, a full 3 mil wetsuit. But otherwise, most people are diving shorties or even skins, you know, so it's very nice.
I had some people ask me about lionfish hunting.
Yeah.
Is that something you can do?
Yeah, absolutely. There is, we have the marine park. They've been around for 40 odd years. they've implemented some very nice safety rules. So basically the way it works is if somebody would like to shoot lionfish, they have to show us a certification card. If they don't have that, then we can also certify them. It is a PADI distinctive specialty. They will then receive a certification card for that. It's 2 dives. We will teach them how to eradicate the lionfish very safely. We have a specific, it is a very specific tool that we use down here in Bonaire. It's called the ELF, Eliminate Lionfish. As opposed to in the other islands, they use Hawaiian slings, so we're not allowed to use those. But it's a great way of doing it. We also like to go out later on in the day and shoot lionfish when they come out to do their hunting. We will take our spears onto the boats when we know that the divers are comfortable, and we will just take out the lionfish if we happen to see them. But you know, there's the numbers are pretty stable at the moment, so we don't see lionfish in great numbers. They have been reduced, which is nice. But every now and then we hit the jackpot and we shoot maybe 6 or 8 of them, and then we will prepare something up for the end of the week. And I know that you enjoy ceviche very much, so we do things like that for our divers.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I don't really touch too much about the entry and exit requirements. Bonaire is, of course, open. They reopened June 5th. There is current service right now on American and Delta. United service will resume in November. Getting in, they have relaxed it a little bit if you have been vaccinated to a 72-hour, but I believe right now the current restrictions are you have to have a COVID test 48 hours prior to entry.
Yeah.
Yep,
that's
whether
correct.
you're vaccinated or not. So
Yeah.
do you have to you register online? Is there a website that they go to? So BonaireCrisis.com is the site that we really pay attention to. All the agents here are very familiar. We monitor it daily.
Absolutely.
Yep. Okay.
That is the one that we keep recommending to all our customers, BonaireCrisis.com. And they relaxed it from 72 to 48 hours to get your test. I just took 2-week vacation in the United States, and coming back, I looked on the website. I did my Bonaire declaration. I filled it all out online. I printed it out. Then I went down to one of your local pharmacies. I did my testing, which was very nice, very easy. They managed to email me with the results, which was negative, within the time that was allowed. So that was great. And I also had my vaccination card with me as well. So I had those three items in hand, and coming onto the island, I was greeted very nicely at the pre-check-in, if you're pre-passport control. I was asked if I had all my paperwork, including the vaccination card, and they said, yes, no problem, I have it. And they directed me into a very fast track lane, basically, because if you didn't have the vaccination, you had to go to another section at the airport, and it's all nicely shaded over. And the whole process went through very, very quickly. So that part of it is very, very efficient. I was very, very, very impressed. On the other part of the vacation, so you're coming down onto Bonaire and having a great time. At the end of it, you also then have to do your test to go back to the United States. Well, we will also make those arrangements with one of the facilities. So if it's a dive group, then we will get the facility to come to the resort. We will have a room set to the side. We can do all the testing here, and they manage to get the results back to everybody again within the time frame that's allowed. And if it's customers that need to go to the facility and they don't have transport, then we'll drive them around to that particular testing facility, and it all works out really, really nicely.
Right, and I think the test is about $75. I can't remember the exact rate currently.
Yeah, the one that we're using, I think it's 45.
45. Okay.
Yeah.
Great. Other questions somebody had mentioned to me. I don't know if you want to bring this up or not. The golf carts. Are you renting those right now?
Yep. We have a fleet of golf carts. Everybody loves them on the island. It is what it is. They're a lot of fun. They might not be the fastest mobile creature on the roads. So we do ask the golf cart renter person just to be aware that if there's 5 or 6 cars behind, just let them pull over a little bit, let them all go by, and then everybody is happy. But it's actually a lot of fun. You can go completely around the south part of the island and have a lot of you can go snorkeling or diving from them. And then you can come back, and there's enough fuel in those things. You can get all the way around the island on it.
That's crazy.
But we do have them, yeah. They're situated here in our car park. And we also can get hold of pickup trucks as well. So it's we're moving forward with a lot of nice things.
Well, the resort looks absolutely stunning. Like I said, that's the last of the questions that people had posted online. So we are so excited to see the new changes. I don't think I'm even going to recognize it when I see it again. So we're really excited.
It's changing. It really is. And of course, the final part is our marina. We have that marina has come back to Plaza ownership. And we are going to be dredging out the marina, and we're going to be putting a lot more slips in as well. So there might be people out there saying, I might just bring my catamaran down and leave the catamaran on Bonaire, and then, you know, just come down to the island that way. So there's a lot of really, really nice things happening here at Plaza.
Very good.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Cami. Thank you, Hagen. Wonderful presentation.
Thank you
we're all very excited. A lot of us, almost all of us at Caradonna have at one time or another stayed at Plaza and dove with Toucan. And we're so glad that you're back on board there for 6 years now. So
yes.
Providing quality and stability and all of that. So we're very excited about seeing the future with you and getting all of our clients back diving in Bonaire and diving with you.
Yeah.
We will say that the presentation will continue over the weekend, and you can watch it on Facebook. And then we also put the presentation on Caradonna Adventures YouTube channel, so you can take a look at it there. The videos are just wonderful, so it's good to go back and look at those again. So we'll see you soon, we hope. And again, thanks. Great presentation. We really appreciate it, Hagen. And say hi to the team for us.
I will do that. And it's lovely to have you invite me along. So it's great. It's a pleasure to show you all, and it's fantastic. And that's why I'm still here, because I really want to see this whole development come together and just carry on going forward.
Perfect.
Good.
All right. Well, you have a good weekend now.
You too. All right.
Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.